It's quiet. Maybe too quiet. Because right now, in 2025, more Americans over 65 are living alone than at any point in history. Independence, it feels good, doesn't it? That freedom to move at your own pace, make your own choices, and live on your own terms. But here's the truth no one likes to admit. One overlooked detail, one simple slip, can change everything in an instant. A forgotten stove, a misplaced phone, a single fall, and suddenly, the very independence that feels empowering can become dangerous. Yet here's what the wisest seniors are discovering. Safety doesn't mean surrendering your freedom. It means outsmarting risk before it ever reaches your door. The seniors thriving in 2025 aren't living in fear, they're living in systems. Tiny, clever habits that quietly protect them while they enjoy the life they love. And today, you're about to learn the 7 new safety hacks every senior living alone must know this year. The real, modern solutions that are saving lives without stealing independence. And trust me, number 5 is the one most seniors never think about, until it's already too late. Quick favor before we dive in. If you live alone, or you love someone who does, tap that like button right now, because this video could be the one that keeps someone you care about safe tonight. Meet Marjorie Elkins, age 74, a retired postal worker from Tucson, Arizona, whose laugh carries the warmth of desert sunsets and whose practicality could put most safety manuals to shame. She's the kind of woman who still drives her old blue pickup, keeps a spare flashlight in every drawer, and never forgets her morning crossword or her coffee, black with a dash of cinnamon. But last winter, something shifted. A quick trip to the kitchen turned into a hard lesson, a small slip on a wet floor that left her shaken more than hurt. Sitting on the tile, she realized something powerful. Independence doesn't come from muscle or luck, it comes from strategy. That moment didn't steal her confidence, it sharpened it. Instead of retreating, Marjorie decided to rebuild her routines like a pro, not through fear, but through foresight. She researched new safety trends, tested gadgets, and swapped old habits for smarter ones. Before long, her friends started calling her the safety coach of Tucson. She'd show up at community meetups with stories and checklists, reminding everyone that getting older doesn't mean getting fragile, it means getting clever. Marjorie's journey is the heartbeat of this story. Every hack you'll hear next is something she uses, teaches, or swears by. She's proof that with a little curiosity and courage, growing older alone can actually mean living safer and stronger than ever before. Safety hack number 1. Build your check-in chain, not just a contact list. For Marjorie, safety started not with locks or alarms, but with people. After her fall, she realized that help delayed can mean help denied. So she decided to build what she now calls her check-in chain, a simple, 3-person safety network that gives her independence and peace of mind. Instead of just keeping a list of names on her fridge, she linked them together using the Snug Safety app, one of 2025's most trusted wellness check-in tools for seniors living alone. Here's how it works. Every morning, the app sends a friendly check-in notification. Marjorie taps it to confirm she's okay. If she doesn't respond within her chosen time window, her 2 friends and her neighbor, Ben, automatically get an alert. If no one hears from her, the system escalates to emergency contacts. She laughs now, saying, "It's like having a guardian angel who texts." But experts have a more technical term for it: passive safety. It's a growing trend in senior tech for 2025, designed to protect without prying. Unlike cameras or constant monitoring devices, it respects privacy while ensuring someone always knows if something's off. And the beauty? It doesn't just work during emergencies. The daily check-ins became mini moments of connection. Her neighbor drops by once a week now, and her old friend Nancy sends a morning meme just to keep the streak going. The system didn't just create safety, it rekindled friendship. For seniors like Marjorie, this small shift makes a big emotional difference. It's not about surrendering independence, it's about protecting it. She says, independence isn't doing everything alone, it's making sure someone notices if you don't show up. Have you ever tried a daily check-in app or system? Tell us in the comments. Your idea might help another senior watching tonight. And while this first hack keeps someone aware of your well-being, the next one will help protect your space in ways most seniors never think about. Stay tuned, Because hack number 2 might change how you see your own front door. Safety hack number 2. Light up your home like an airport runway. For Marjorie Elkins, streak and a warm sense of humor, her little fall last winter started with something simple: darkness. One 2 a.m. trip to the bathroom, one small misstep in a dim hallway, and she found herself sitting on the cold tile, staring at the floor she thought she knew better than anyone. That night, she realized something vital. Her home wasn't dangerous, it was underlit. So, Marjorie made a change, a small one that completely reshaped her confidence. She installed motion sensor nightlights and smart floor path lighting, two technologies that have quietly become the talk of senior safety circles in 2025. These affordable, plug-and-play devices line hallways, bathrooms, and bedrooms with gentle, low-glow light that turns on automatically as you move. It's not just convenient, it's life-saving. According to the CDC, falls remain the #1 cause of emergency visits for adults over 65. But what most seniors don't realize is that up to 60% of those accidents can be prevented through better lighting. Experts now call it smart visibility planning. It's not about bright lights everywhere. It's about guiding light exactly where you need it most. Marjorie describes it perfectly. Now when I get up at night, it's like my house is quietly saying, "This way, dear." She even added LED light strips under her bed and along the baseboards, so her home gently lights up as her feet touch the floor. Her neighbors joke that she's turned her hallway into a mini airport runway. She just smiles, because for her, those little lights represent freedom. She no longer worries about tripping over her cat, missing a step, or fumbling for switches in the dark. And the best part? The system cost her less than a single trip to the ER. That's what she calls a senior smart move. The emotional truth is, many older adults don't notice how much their vision has subtly changed until it's too late. Aging eyes need nearly 3 times more light to see clearly, yet most homes are still lit like they were 20 years ago. Marjorie says, you can't control aging, but you can control your environment, and that's half the battle. Your light should guide you before your eyes fully wake up. Think of it not as decoration, but as navigation, your personal safety runway every time you take a step in the dark. Have you added smart lights or night sensors to your home? Drop your favorite lighting hack in the comments. Your setup might inspire someone to stay safer tonight. Next, we'll explore a safety trick that doesn't light your home, it locks it smarter. Hack number 3 might be the difference between peace of mind and a close call. Stay with us. Safety hack number 3. Create a kitchen command zone. When Marjorie Elkins, with a no-nonsense personality and a sharp sense of humor, slipped while reaching for a cast-iron pan on a high shelf, she realized something simple but profound. Her kitchen wasn't working for her anymore. It was working against her. That night, she poured herself a cup of tea, sat at her small kitchen table, and made a promise to turn her most dangerous room into her most dependable one. That was the birth of what she now proudly calls her kitchen command zone. Marjorie began by pulling everything out, every pan, spice jar, and medicine bottle, and reorganized her space to match the rhythm of her real life. The heaviest pots and pans moved to waist-level shelves, where she could grab them without bending or stretching. She replaced her old stove outlet with an automatic shut-off plug, a trending 2025 innovation that cuts power if a burner is left on too long or senses smoke. It's like having a silent guardian, she laughs, but one that doesn't eat your snacks. She even labeled a small section of her countertop as her daily zone, where she keeps her morning medications, vitamins, and a checklist taped neatly beside her coffee maker. Each drawer and cabinet now carries bold, color-coded labels, so even when her grandkids visit, everything has its place. Safety experts call this functional zoning, an emerging 2025 concept in senior home design that blends accessibility, safety, and independence. It's not about adding new gadgets, it's about making your space anticipate your needs before you even ask. Think of it like turning your home into your teammate, not your obstacle. Marjorie says she didn't just change her layout, she changed her confidence. Now when I walk into my kitchen, I don't brace myself, she says. I command it. Cooking, which once felt like a risky task, has become her favorite part of the day again. She chops vegetables without worry, listens to her old country music, and knows every item has its safe, reachable place. Here's the hidden truth most seniors don't hear. Falls and burns happen more often in kitchens than in any other room, not because of clumsiness, but because of old layouts designed for younger bodies. By updating her setup, Marjorie didn't just prevent accidents, she gave herself peace of mind. She even took it one step further, creating a small emergency spot on her fridge door with magnetized medical info, allergy cards, and her doctor's number. If anything happens, she says, first responders won't need to search for answers, they'll find them waiting. Home safety isn't about gadgets, it's about how your space answers your needs before you even ask. Don't let your home age faster than you do. Rearrange it to fit today's you, not the version of you from 20 years ago. What's one room in your home that could use a safety refresh? Drop it in the comments. Someone might share a tip that transforms your space. Coming up next, safety hack number 4 reveals a tiny home tweak that stops 80% of fire-related hospital visits, and it's something most people overlook. Stay tuned. Safety hack number 4. Turn your smartwatch into a lifeline. For most of her life, Marjorie Elkins wore a simple silver wristwatch. It told time, nothing more. But after her kitchen fall last winter, she realized what time alone couldn't tell her, when her body was in trouble. So, in early 2025, her daughter convinced her to upgrade, not to a flashy gadget, but to a smartwatch built for seniors. The kind with automatic fall detection, heart rhythm monitoring, and instant alerts to both 911 and her emergency contacts. Marjorie laughed at first, calling it too high-tech for an old post office gal. But after using it for a week, she gave it a new name, her guardian angel in disguise. What makes today's devices revolutionary isn't just their features, but their integration. Thanks to new partnerships between tech companies and Medicare Advantage wellness programs, many seniors now get these watches for free or at deep discounts. In fact, as of 2025, over 40% of participating plans include wearable safety tech as part of their preventative care coverage. Marjorie's watch became her quiet companion, tracking her steps, reminding her to hydrate in Arizona's dry heat, and even sending gentle nudges when her heart rate spiked from stress. One evening, while rearranging her patio plants, she tripped on a hose. The watch detected the fall, buzzed her wrist, and asked if she was okay. When she didn't respond right away, it automatically sent an alert to her daughter and local dispatch. Within minutes, a neighbor was at her door. "It's the first time I didn't have to be brave," Marjorie said later. The help came before the fear did. Experts now call this approach embedded safety, the idea that protection should blend so seamlessly into daily life that it becomes second nature. No bulky emergency pendants. No remembering to press a button. Just quiet reassurance wrapped around your wrist. And the innovation keeps growing. The newest 2025 smartwatch models for seniors, like the Apple Watch SE Gen 3 and Samsung Care Band, include oxygen level tracking, medication reminders, and social check-in apps that link you directly to friends and family. You're not just monitored, you're connected. For Marjorie, that's the best part. It's not just a device, she says. It's a promise that I'm never really alone, even when no one's here. The deeper truth. Safety tech isn't about losing independence, it's about extending it. The goal isn't to live cautiously, it's to live confidently. Your best safety device is the one you forget you're wearing, the kind that protects you quietly every second of the day. Do you or someone you know use a smartwatch for safety? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might inspire another senior to take that first step toward peace of mind. Safety hack number 5 reveals a simple, 10-minute home routine that could prevent 80% of household emergencies. It's surprisingly easy, but almost no one does it. Stay tuned. Safety hack number 5. Protect your digital door. For Marjorie Elkins, safety used to mean locking her doors at night and checking her smoke detectors. But in 2025, she discovered that not all threats come through the front door. Some slip quietly through her inbox. It started one afternoon when she received what looked like a friendly email from her bank, asking her to verify her account details. The logo looked real, the message polite. She almost clicked the link, until her daughter mentioned that online scams had become the fastest-growing form of elder abuse in America. That single conversation changed everything. Marjorie realized her independence depended not only on how she moved through her home, but also on how she moved through the internet. So, she signed up for a free cybersecurity class at her local library, part of a 2025 nationwide program funded by the Older Americans Digital Safety Initiative. The class was full of people like her, sharp, experienced, and tired of feeling like the online world was a minefield. That's where she learned about tools like ElderGuard AI, a senior-focused app that automatically filters scam emails, blocks suspicious phone calls, and even provides voice alerts if someone tries to impersonate a bank or government agency. Within a week of installing it, ElderGuard flagged 3 fake messages. One pretending to be from Medicare, another from a grandson in trouble, and a third offering a fake insurance refund. I used to think scammers only went after people who weren't paying attention, Marjorie said. Now I know they go after everyone, especially the people who trust too easily. Experts call this shift digital self-defense, the idea that protecting your data is as essential as protecting your home. And it's not just about hackers. In 2025, the FBI's Elder Fraud Report showed that seniors lost over $3 billion to online scams in the previous year alone. The most common targets: seniors living alone. Marjorie took action. She created unique passwords for all her accounts using a password manager called BitSafe, set up 2-factor authentication for her online banking, and taught her friends to hang up on any urgent calls that ask for personal details. Now, every morning, before she checks her emails, she smiles and says, "Let's see what nonsense they tried today." She no longer fears the internet. She navigates it with confidence. Safety isn't about hiding, she says. It's about knowing how to open your digital door without letting danger walk in. Her story reflects a growing movement among tech-savvy seniors who are redefining what it means to be digitally independent. The truth is, being online doesn't have to mean being vulnerable. With the right habits and a little curiosity, it becomes another space to thrive safely. The person knocking may not be at your door, they may be in your inbox. Learn to recognize the knock before you open. Have you ever received a suspicious call or email pretending to be a company or relative? Share your experience in the comments. Your story might help another senior avoid the same trap. Safety hack number 6 reveals a simple morning habit that saved Marjorie from a major health scare. It's something every senior should start doing tomorrow morning. Stay tuned. Safety hack number 6. Create a medical go bag. For Marjorie Elkins, 74 years old, retired postal worker from Tucson, Arizona, safety used to mean a locked door, a charged phone, and a steady hand on her walking stick. But after what happened during the 2025 Arizona heatwave, she realized safety also means being ready before the world surprises you. That summer, record-breaking temperatures turned ordinary days into emergencies. One afternoon, her neighbor, Frank, an 82-year-old veteran who lived 2 doors down, collapsed on his porch from heat exhaustion. When paramedics arrived, they struggled to find his medication list and emergency contacts. Marjorie ran back to her home and grabbed the small grey pouch hanging by her front door, her medical go bag. Inside was everything a responder would need to help someone fast: her ID, Medicare card, current medications, allergy info, phone charger, glasses, spare inhaler, and a laminated contact card with her daughter's number in bold print. She handed the bag to the paramedics and said, "If this were me, it's what I'd want you to have." Later, one of the EMTs told her that small act saved them nearly 10 critical minutes, the difference between a heat stroke and recovery. That night, Marjorie decided everyone in her senior circle needed one too. The next morning, she hosted what she jokingly called a go bag party, showing her friends how to build their own emergency kits. By the end of the week, every single person on her block had one hanging by the door. The concept sounds simple, but it's rooted in data. In 2025, the National Institute on Aging reported that over 65% of seniors living alone couldn't immediately locate their medical or ID information during an emergency. Paramedics now encourage every senior to keep a visible, portable kit ready to grab in under 30 seconds. Marjorie keeps hers lightweight but comprehensive. She even added a small USB drive containing her medical records and a note labeled "For First Responders." On the outside, she wrote in black marker, "Take me if I can't talk." She says it gives her peace of mind, and her daughter peace across the miles. "I don't like to imagine emergencies," Marjorie says, "but I like knowing I've already done my part if one comes." The truth is, we don't get to choose when emergencies strike. But we do get to choose how prepared we are. And for seniors living alone, that choice can make all the difference. Building a medical go-bag isn't about fear, it's about foresight. It's about loving your future self enough to remove panic from the moment you'll need clarity most. Here's what Marjorie recommends for yours. Photo ID and insurance card. Updated medication list. Glasses or hearing aids. Phone charger and power bank. Copy of important medical documents. Emergency contact list with relationships. A spare house key and a small amount of cash. Every few months, she reviews and updates it, especially after doctor visits or medication changes. Now, when she leaves her house, she glances at the small pouch by the door and smiles. "It's not just a bag," she says. "It's my quiet reminder that I'm still looking out for me." Preparation is the most loving thing you can do for your future self. If paramedics knocked on your door tonight, could they find what they need in 30 seconds? If not, it's time to make your go bag, and tell a friend to make one too. Coming up, Safety Hack number 7 reveals a free 2025 tool every senior can use to feel safer at home without buying new gadgets. Most people have it but never use it right. Safety Hack number 7. Make peace with asking for help. For most of her life, Marjorie Elkins took pride in being the one others called for help. Rain or shine, she was the dependable neighbor, the one with a spare flashlight, an extra casserole, or a listening ear. But after that slip in her kitchen last winter, something changed. She realized that independence isn't just about doing, it's about deciding wisely. And sometimes, that means deciding not to do everything alone. At first, she resisted the idea of bringing someone into her home. "I didn't want to feel like a patient in my own house," she admits. "But then I realized, help isn't about weakness. It's about strategy." So in early 2025, she downloaded a new app called Companies, part of a growing trend of vetted senior support networks across the US. These platforms match older adults with certified home companions, not nurses, not caretakers, but reliable people who check in, help with errands, like cleaning, and, more importantly, conversation. Marjorie found Lily, a 32-year-old part-time nursing student who visits twice a week. They share tea, review Marjorie's weekly medication schedule, change light bulbs, and even laugh over old TV shows. "She's like the granddaughter I didn't raise," Marjorie says. "And I get to teach her a few things too." What started as a practical arrangement quickly turned into something deeper, a connection. During the loneliness crisis that peaked among seniors in 2025, social researchers found that having even one consistent visitor a week reduces anxiety, fall risk, and cognitive decline by over 20%. The science is clear. Connection isn't sentimental, it's survival. Marjorie says she's learned to see help differently now. "It's not about surrendering control," she says, "it's about extending it, making sure my world runs the way I want, even when I can't do every little thing myself." Her mindset mirrors a powerful truth many seniors are just beginning to embrace. Independence doesn't mean isolation. In fact, true independence means designing the right kind of support around you. Support that fits your personality, your privacy, and your pace. She even shares a rule with her friends now. If you can't reach something without straining, if you're avoiding a task out of fear, or if you're lonely but telling yourself you're fine, that's your signal. It's time to call someone. Marjorie keeps a help list taped inside her pantry door, phone numbers for her companion, her neighbor, her daughter, and her handyman. She calls it her peace of mind panel. It's her reminder that strength isn't measured by how much she does alone, but by how wisely she chooses her circle. As she puts it, "Every time I ask for help, I'm not giving something up, I'm gaining safety, freedom, and sometimes even a friend." In a world that often tells seniors to stay strong, Marjorie's wisdom flips the message. Staying strong also means staying connected. Independence doesn't mean isolation. It means designing the right kind of support. Who's on your help list? Drop one person's name in the comments, someone you trust enough to call when you need a hand. Because sometimes, That one name can make all the difference. We'll wrap up with the powerful lesson Marjorie says changed how she views aging forever. It's not about fear, or safety devices, or even checklists, it's about something much deeper. Stay with us. Marjorie Elkins still lives in her cozy Tucson home, the same one where she once slipped, the same one she now calls her freedom fortress. But today, it's different. Every corner hums with quiet confidence. Her lights guide her path, her smartwatch watches her back, her check-in chain pings with peace of mind. The systems she built don't make her fearful, they make her fearless. She still drives her blue pickup every Sunday to the farmer's market, chats with neighbors on her porch at dusk, and checks her peace of mind panel every morning with a smile. I don't live alone anymore, she says softly. I live aware. And that's the truth every senior in 2025 deserves to hear. Safety isn't a cage, it's a compass. It points you toward freedom, not away from it. Because when your home runs smartly, your mind rests easily. When your circle checks in, your heart stands taller. You can't stop time, none of us can. But like Marjorie, you can outsmart it. You can age with intention, plan with pride, and live each day knowing your independence is backed by wisdom, not worry. So take a breath. Look around your home. Every small system you set up today, every light, every app, every trusted name, is one step toward living boldly, safely, and beautifully on your own terms. You can't stop time, but you can outsmart it. Safety isn't about fear, it's about freedom. If this video opened your eyes, tap like, it helps another senior stay safe tonight. And don't forget to subscribe to Elderly Dose for more real stories that keep your independence strong and your spirit even stronger.